Hey everybody. So I did a video earlier and this is the second cup of coffee. I'm a little I told you chaos, guys, chaos. And I did want to add a little piece to it. So this is gonna be an entirely different video, but it's gonna be today, still be at FaceTime. Hey, you know you can FaceTime your friends a couple of times a day. Hey friends. I need to talk some more.
Good morning.
And so my kids like to come in every single time I'm right in the middle of this conversation, but it's okay. But the secondary part I really wanted to talk to was like in learning your triggers, knowing when relationships should be over. Just because they're not bad doesn't mean you guys are still growing together, are still actually having a conducive relationship for both of you. I'm going to use two examples in my own life because that's the best way I know how to teach and learn and go through the process. So I've had two relationships, dating relationships, where it ended pretty well. The one I'm going to use, me and this man had a wonderful 2 years. Wonderful. Yes, you have your ups and downs, but they were minuscule to how much good I received in this relationship and that I hope he received. I won't speak for him, but that I hope he received. And I'll say he probably received it because he did come back full circle, right? So our issue, the reason for the end of the relationship, no matter how beautiful, was his lack of communication and the fact that I am not going to plead my case with you after I've given you years of consistent behavior. Okay? Whatever you believe, whatever anybody believe, whatever people tell you is their truth. That's what they believe. It's a fact. That's how I feel. If they tell you about me, what I'm saying is about me. That's their business. That's a fact. I'm not arguing with people about that. How you feel is not for me to determine. Not about me. Oh well. Oh well. Can you say it in front of me? Is always my first question, but it's oh well. I just am not going to plead the case of you should stay with me because and da 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 da. I will never do that. If I give you consecutive behavior and you can't see that, that's your business, not mine. No, thank you. I think it's time for us to break up. And when we said that, it was the hardest breakup I ever had. I never cried more with a man before and after sex than I did with this man. And we were broke up. Because you know you have like that breakup sex and you try to come back together and you just hope. But we were such adults and we just understood that like his stuff was his, my stuff was mine, and this was something, there was nothing I could do to help him get over. I hate that the relationship ended because it was so beautiful. It was so good. It fed my soul in ways that I can't explain. It was good. It was good. But when you see things, you have to say something. And when you say something, it doesn't have to be angry, bitter, and nasty. You just have to say, hey, I think that we are no longer growing each other. Hey, I think that we are no longer going to benefit each other, right? You have to be okay with being the bad guy when you see something wrong. Because everybody's going to have their emotions about that moment, but I'd rather you blame me for breaking up the relationship than us destroying each other by tearing each other down over time from one little thing that we see. Now we're not saying nothing. Now we arguing. Now it's the toothpaste. Now we throwing stuff. Now we done burned down the house and we hate each other and all of those things. I just don't move in those manners. I do not like it. It's not even worth it. It's never been. And this relationship helped me see that that's the better way to do it. The second relationship I had was a friendship. I loved my friend. I still love this person right now to this day. And because love doesn't just fly out the window because y'all break up and y'all stop having a relationship. But I love that person enough to say we could not continue our relationship. Our paths were going two different ways. The expectations of our friendship changed. And when they change, you have the right to say, I didn't sign up for this. This wasn't the contract we agreed to originally, and I don't have to, and I don't want to, and I will not do those things. I won't. And it's okay. It is just fine. And anyone who's jumping over the hills and flying and telling these long stories about you, I've always learned that people know exactly who the problem is in the relationship when they're talking too much. Most people have no idea why most of my relationships have ended. And they never will, because it ain't their business, okay? No. Like, I don't invite opinions into a broken relationship of mine, in which when people say they end, everyone considers it broken. I just say it ended. It's over. We had our lifetime together, and now that time is over. Also, I don't like other people's opinions on my personal relationships at all. So I don't care if we're together or not. I don't care if we're friends or not. I don't care about any of that. I don't have anything negative to say about you if I loved you. And if something sounds negative because it was the truth, it's because it was something negative, and it is the truth. But that's still a conversation for me and that person to have, or me and the people who were involved in this, see my circle? Village. Me and the people who were involved in that situation to have an opinion about. And that's the conversation, you know. But in this friendship, in context, nothing was wrong. Man, this friend just grew two separate ways. The expectation that I had to have relationships with people that I chose not to have relationships with was too much for me. Too much. And there was no reason to blow up and fly off the handle, because it didn't matter that much. The other situations and how people, it didn't matter to me. I just realized directly that my friend needed something else that I couldn't give her anymore. Period. So remove yourself. Close the door. Same thing for family relationships. When I realized that the woman I loved my whole life the most in this world, and I still love her the same, that our relationship could never be healthy because of me. I feel like it's because of me. I decided, no, thank you. I don't want this relationship anymore. And of course, I always hear, oh, you only have one parent and mom and dad and da-da-da-da-da. But you didn't have to live with these people. You didn't have to go through what I went through with these people. And you will never go through what I went through with these people. Not even my siblings went through the same things I went through with my parents. So when I had to choose me over that relationship, it broke my heart. It breaks my heart today. Doesn't mean that I'm not going to choose me first, though. That's what it doesn't mean. No, because that parent has won me. I'm only going to be me. I'm the only me. If I die today, there's no more me. You can't replace a daughter. You can't replace a son. It's never the same person. We are people. We are whole humans. We have our own identities. We have our own everything. So we can never be replaced. So I want people to take true heed. And like I said yesterday, we got to use our critical thinking skills and stop giving people with a title in your life a free pass to abuse you, to harm you, to not be a good friend, to not be a good relationship partner, to not be a good parental figure, not a good sibling, not a good support. No, stop. Stop allowing that. Know when to say this relationship has come to an end. It doesn't have to be fire and brimstone every single time you end a relationship. It could be very cordial, very peaceful. And it could literally just be, I no longer serve you in the way that you need to be served. So I think you should get a different person. Now, flip side to that is most of those people were not like, yeah, sure, that's okay. Let's just, let's just go with that. Most of them are like dramatic and traumatic, but also we didn't destroy situations in those things. Some of them were. It just happens like that. But at the same time, I always say do what's best for you first, because no matter how that effect ripples out to the other people, oh well at this point, oh freaking well. Because when you do what's best for others, it could still be the worst thing. It could still be the worst thing. So just know when to say, like, nah, this isn't serving either of us. This isn't healthy for either of us. This isn't good anymore. I don't mean fun, nice, and happy. I mean spiritually, I want to set you on fire before you go to sleep at night because I'm so sick of you. Let's just go our separate ways. Like, let's do our own thing. Let's not do this anymore. And moving in that manner, I realized for me, also I live in chaos, so keep it clean. For me, I can stand 10 toes on those decisions. I don't care who has a rebuttal. I don't care how other people feel about it, because I didn't make the decision for anyone but myself. I did not make the decision at the quick or in emotion or any of that. I looked at the whole picture, and I went back from the start of this, and I stopped and I said, hey, this friend don't give me as much as I give them. I don't know anything about this person, and they know all about me. Is that a friendship? Or is that a person who accumulates information on you like an encyclopedia so that they can use it for whatever purpose they choose to use it from? This man and I, we don't even speak in our house. We go outside, we do the events, and we buy stuff together, and we keep planning for the future, but we don't like each other. I mean, just basic, like, we don't want to spend time together. We don't want to talk because we arguing, and we don't know how to get past it, and no. Family relationships. Oh, I love this person so much, but every time I go around them, my stomach is turning, or it's always an argument, or we can never get the dirt from under the rug to have a real conversation about how you really feel, or about what this really did to me, or what it really did to you, or how this affected the entire relationship over time. No. Why are we still maintaining this fake relationship? Why are we harming ourselves, holding on to things? Because relationships are things, just like Penguin, that we have a choice to have, keep, maintain, do the work for, and leave. All of those things go together. We can also choose to leave. Period. Point blank. And no explanation will ever convince another person of why you chose for yourself to leave this relationship or situationship, whatever it is. I know everybody got all these new names for things, but yeah, like, I think we have to pay attention to the harm that we do to ourselves holding on to harmful relationships. They're not good for us. Stop doing it. They won't be. And like I said in the video from earlier today, I don't care what, when, where, how. If it's not good, it's not good. However the ripples flow is how it flows. Don't hold yourself hostage to other people's needs, because they won't hold themselves hostage to yours. They just won't. I'm gonna finish the second cup of coffee and finish schooling and doing all that good stuff. But you guys be great. Thank y'all for coming back to check in with me on this FaceTime real quick in the Chaos Corner. You know, I'm gonna introduce y'all to my little colorful friend another time, but I just had to make sure to come back and say that because it kind of has been weighing on my heart for a few days, just thinking about my own relationships in my life and how secure I am in the relationships I have now. And that took me 30 years to do. It took me 30 plus years to get this secure in friendships, my dating situation, my family relationships, and me as a mother. It took all those years. So understand, I didn't get here yesterday. And for anybody who thinks it's too hard, we don't know where to start, it doesn't matter where you start, you just got to. And I know people say that all the time, but literally, if you just say, I'm choosing me, you have to go, I'm choosing me, I'm not doing that, I'm choosing me. The answer is capital N-O. Learn some other languages so you can say no in all of those too. Don't make me start signing, because my best friend will be like, I taught you something, you understand? So choose you and realize all relationships aren't supposed to die with you. That's my biggest point. That's my biggest point in this whole thing, is that a lifetime is the lifetime of something. We'll buy something and say, oh, it has a lifetime warranty, check the tag, and that's 10 years. 10 years is the lifetime of this blanket, which means relationships could have a 2-year lifetime warranty in your life, 5-year lifetime warranty in life, 30-year lifetime warranty in your life. If you don't want to go into the next 30 of your life with the same horrible thing, feelings, reactions, everything, you have to change it. You have to choose you, which is the first way you change anything. The 12-step program: acknowledge, accept, and you can make a decision for yourself. That's not the full 12 steps. I just know, the first one they always say is the first thing you have to do is accept your problem. Acknowledge it and accept it. That's like the biggest thing, though, for you to move forward. Acknowledge that this thing is a problem. Accept that this doesn't, however it makes you feel. And also accept the consequences to any decision you have to make about it. Okay? So thank you guys again. I'll see you another time. I hope you guys love the chaos in this corner. And just let me know. Let me know about how your chaos shows up as well. So I'll talk to you guys later if I need to. But hopefully it's tomorrow. I got to call some people and, vent a little bit to them too. Okay? All right. You guys have a wonderful day.